It was a choice between doing a blog on food or a blog on shoes. And
I would have been lost in the world of shoes.
yeah, so we went with food. We met at Frontier International Academy, which is the school that we work. We started this journey as we were sitting in the lunchroom contemplating our poor lunches, and
I had peanut butter jelly like I do every day.
and I had quinoa and chickpeas. And we started talking about delicious gourmet food and kind of found a kinship in our quest for
Yeah.
savory morsels.
My name is Kui Tai. I play the persona of the Constable Runcible, sort of the heartbroken character, you say, pouring his soul into sort of this venture. And I got my name because, well, she told me to. She gave me this name. So, and she can be very convincing when she wants to be.
My name is Sharada Sharp, and I am the Duchess of Spork. I am the sassy accompaniment with my bedazzled spork. I am the comic relief of the group.
We were talking about ideas for our blog. We wanted something that, we were hoping for something that would help us stand out a little bit, and we thought, well, who doesn't love a spork, right? And plus, actually, when we were at the school, there's actually a bunch of plastic sporks that the kids use for lunch sitting on the table in front of us. So that's how I got started, actually.
We're both very cultural people. We both come from very different backgrounds. Mm-hmm. We've both traveled outside of the United States, and we both have an appreciation for various kinds of cuisine.
I was born in Vietnam, and so a lot of the flavors of Vietnam I grew up with. But my parents, I am of Chinese descent, so we had both dishes which were Vietnamese and Chinese. But growing up here in the United States, and it's kind of interesting, when people ask me about my heritage, I always say parts were made in China, assembled in Vietnam, and imported to the U.S. And so I think the same could be true for maybe this wide variety of foods that I've tried growing up.
I was born in Spain. My mom is Spanish. My dad is from India. So I grew up eating both classical Spanish dishes along with Indian food. And my parents would always try different cuisines. So I grew up eating African cuisine, Arabic food, Greek, you know, anything like that.
It's on the inside, so you're going to want to flip it. I want to try to keep the fish as close to it itself as possible.
I think it's important to understand and appreciate that even here in Detroit here, there's so many beautiful aspects of it that people just are either afraid to or don't want to take the opportunity to go out and look and see them. They're there, hidden in plain sight, you know. And I think one way for us to sort of help out this ideal or is to sort of cover these Detroit restaurants. You know, they don't tend to get as much publicity as they should.
We rate the ambiance, the service, the presentation, the quality of the food.
Mm-hmm. And we use a spoon system. So
Whoa.
5 sporks out of 5 sporks would be the top rating.
Yes.
1 out of 5 being the worst rating that we would give. I can actually find these outings to be rejuvenating.
Yes.
I've actually started accessing this creative writing, which I haven't done in several years, and plus she's a great inspiration for me. You know, to see her write, and you know, really sort of drives my creative side as well, so I can match up at least.
We work off of each other. So when we're writing, we're brainstorming off of each other, and I ask him for advice, he asks me for advice, and we kind of bounce off each other, and it's pretty interesting to.
It is, and I don't think it would happen very easily with just anybody, you know. So I think we have very similar interests and personalities.
Right.